have you ever thought about using a clock as a puzzle in your escape room? When making puzzles for your DIY escape room, you want all your puzzles to be different from each other, so you're going to have to get creative. In day 14, I'm going to show you how you can use clocks in your DIY escape room. My name is Celeste, and I'm the owner-operator of Escape from Reality by Golden Key Games, and today is day 14 of your 31 days of puzzles for your DIY escape room. In this video, I'm going to show you 2 examples of how you can use clocks when you make your game. Clocks can be a great source of information in your game. Obviously, you can get numbers from a clock, but if you think about it a little bit, you can come up with all kinds of ways you could use a clock to give information. If having a clock in the room is an appropriate object to have in your theme of your game, then consider using it as a puzzle. First thing I'm going to show you is this funky little clock that I had. They actually gave it to me and I used it in a room. And so what it is, believe it or not, it was made to be like this. And then you can just hang it on a shelf or something. But it's an actual working clock. But I chose not to put batteries in it, and I just set the time, and it is set at 4:20, as you could see. And so in the Halloween room that clock was in, they were to notice the clock and notice that it wasn't moving and that it was on 4:20, and then they were to use 4:20 for a lock. It's a nice, easy win for the beginning of a game. Oftentimes it's overlooked, a clock in the room. They might look at it and just kind of skip over it and not think twice about it. So it's a fun little addition. My second example was another game that I had made, and I had found a picture. I found this picture of a clock, and it actually has a compass on it. So this would be good if you wanted to use it for directions. If you had a directional lock and you wanted to use it for directions, you could, because this has the northeast, southwest on it. Obviously, you can use the numbers, but what I did was I had a schedule in the room, and they were to look up the time, and it does give directions, but I wasn't using those directions. I was using the letters. So for this one, I was using 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and 12 o'clock, and that gave EEN, so south, east, east, north, or the letters SEEN for the log. So that was how I used that. That one was a little more challenging in the escape room because, sometimes they were looking for a lock that had numbers on it. That did not help them with that. Then they were looking for a directional. That did not help them with that. So that was probably one of the puzzles that I had to give a lot of hints on because it was a couple of steps away from the answer. So there's 2 ways that I have used clocks in the escape room, and you just have to be creative in how you can use them too. If you like our 31 Days of Puzzles series that we're doing right now, consider subscribing to our channel so you can get notifications of upcoming videos.